Todd, one thing to keep in mind is that Mark Felix tore his bicep in this event last year.
Oh, and Mark not careful placing this stone as it rolls off the podium. Remember, it has to be placed and remain on the podium. Meanwhile, Stefan Solvi Petursson already on to the third stone while Mark struggles with the first.
Tough to catch up with the pace like Petersson's got going.
Petursson on the fifth and final stone. That's 360 pounds, and he gets it done. The new time to beat, 30.43 seconds for Stefan Solvi Petursson. And a class act goes over to cheer on Mark Felix.
Now you're looking at one of the strongest backs in the business.
And the big 43-year-old Felix from England completes the rack at a time of 48.49 seconds.
You can tell that means a lot to Mark after coming back from last year's injury.
A strong performance by both athletes, but Stefan Solvi Petursson puts up a very fast time to beat, 30.43 seconds. And for Mark Felix, he finishes on a high note, completes all 5 stones, 48.49 seconds.
Todd, it looks like Mark might have delivered too much power early, and once you lose control of a 220-pound stone, it's hard to get it back. Look at Petursson cradle that 5th stone. That's a lot of power. He hoisted that thing with one motion. That's impressive.
That brings us to Brian Shaw and Zydrunas Savickas, the 2 men who advanced from this group and qualified for the final. And one last head-to-head encounter. Brian Shaw of Colorado is in 2nd place through 5 events. The Lithuanian Zydrunas Savickas has a 1-point lead in the overall standings.
Todd, this is a chance for them to send a message to each other right here and to the other guys they're going to meet in the final.
So our final 2 competitors, both men already into the main event. Kaz, this is really just practice, but I think you're right. They want to send a message, and Zydrunas Savickas has got a nice pace going early.
Shoulder in the first one sure gave him a big jump.
And he is just ahead of Brian Shaw. Both men now onto that 4th stone, which weighs 310 pounds.
Raising on the run, that's raw power from Savickas.
This is it, the final stone. 360 pounds, and Savickas gets it in a very fast time. He wins the event. And remember, he has already qualified for the World's Strongest Man final, but his time, 28.20 seconds. For the American Brian Shaw, a strong performance throughout these 6 events. Again, he's into the final. His time, 29.27 seconds here in the Atlas Stones. Good enough for 2nd place.
You gotta love the way Savickas completely manhandled the stones. And for Brian Shaw, he could hear the sound from across the platform, and he knew once again Savickas had gotten the best of him.
So the win in the Atlas Stones was the 3rd in 6 events for Zydrunas Savickas. In 2nd, it was Brian Shaw. Stefan Solvi Petursson was 3rd, and it was another good result for Marshall White as he was 4th.